So you can use it. And then you can also use my coupon code website 2018 on the checkout to get a 10% discount. So once you buy your hosting plan, you will now need to come here. TSO Host is going to send you some login credentials where you can log into your TSO Host dashboard. And once you have those details in your email, you now need to click here on My TSO Host and then come here and sign in with your details, right? So you log in with your details and then I see you in the dashboard. Once you log into your TSO Host dashboard, you will be prompted to this specific screen. So as you can see, this is my screen, right? So in order to carry on the WordPress installation, I need to come here to services and click on my services. So as you can see here, I'm using the WordPress basic. It costs $4.99 a month. And I need to click here on active. So this is basically how it looks. And now I need to click on login to server. So you'll be prompted to this specific page. It will say manage WordPress, right? So it now says you haven't created a site yet. So I'm going to click here on create a site. And now it's giving me two options, right? It says choose another way to use your WordPress plan. Manual WordPress setup for experienced user, migrate existing WordPress site. I'm going to click here on manual. And in here, I'm going to type my WordPress username. And then I'm going to type my WordPress password. So username is only lowercase. So after you've done that, you now need to click here on continue. So you'll be led into this specific area. It will ask you, let's set up your site to run fast, right? So here you have my location is Europe, right? I will stick to Europe because this is the closest server, right? Because I'm based in the UK, United Kingdom. So I will stick to Europe here. However, if you're located elsewhere, you might need to choose your location in here. But I am in Europe, so it's absolutely fine. So I'll click here on continue. So as you can see, the TSO Host is giving us a temporary domain to get us set up faster, right? We will have to add our domain name afterwards, but as for now, we just go on with this step. Okay, guys, now WordPress has finally been installed. So what we need to do is we need to click here on view site. And this is basically our WordPress site. That's how it has been installed. And what we need to do now, we need to go here to our dashboard. Okay, here we are on our WordPress dashboard. As I previously told you, TSO Host assigned us a default domain name. And this is what it looks like, right? So we're going to have to add our own domain name. So here where it says dashboard, and it says here, note your site is currently using this specific domain name, right? So let's just go and add a domain name. So click here on add domain. So I'm going to go to my GoDaddy account now. So here's my GoDaddy account, right? So I need to go here on my name and click on my products. And on my products, I have to scroll down here where it says domain. So on this area where it says domain, you will see all of your domain names, and you now choose the one that you want to add. So I'm going to click here. So I'm basically just going to copy my domain name. I need to head back in here now and paste my domain name in there. So that's my domain name, marketingmedia1.com, and click on add domain. So the type is A, name is at, the value is, this is the value, right? So this is the most important thing that we must remember. So copy this value and go back to your GoDaddy account. So click here on DNS. And where it says now records, right? So type A records. You remember the value we copied earlier. So we need to come here and click on the edit button. Yours is going to be park. So in this area where it says point to, Yours is going to be park. So just delete the park there. I used this domain name before to point to another web IP. So by the way, this specific value is called a web IP. That's why you need to point your GoDaddy domain name to TSOs. So once you've copied that, you now need to come here and paste that specific value. So that's the value, and leave it to custom. Don't change anything here. Just click here on save. So you've now added, and head back into this area and click on I have done, right? So at the moment, as you can see, it says here SSL certificate, activating your SSL, verifying domain ownership, right? So if you wait a minute, local backups enable. It says here refresh. So click here on refresh. Just reload your page, really. So you see this bit is going to verify it eventually, and it's going to be fine. So don't worry about that. So click here on edit site. So now everything has now been installed. As you can see now, I have here marketing. You see our domain name has changed. It's marketingmedia1.com. Everything has now been installed. So guys, that's how you point your GoDaddy domain name with TSO Host with the WordPress hosting. Okay, guys, that's how you point your GoDaddy domain name to your TSO Host hosting provider with the WordPress hosting. As you've seen, it's very simple and straightforward. So if you do have any questions, drop it in the comment section below. I'll also leave a link of my calendar just in case you need help with your website or anything marketing related. Just link up with me on my calendar, and then we can talk. See you next time. Take care.